I am Rachid Mrabet, Dr. Rachid Mrabet. I am Research Director at the National Institute for Agricultural Research. This is the the main research institute in the country in agriculture. But I am also an IPCC coordinating lead author of Chapter 7 on AFLO for the R6. I coordinated the chapter on mitigation in the AFLO, agriculture, forestry, and other land use. And also I contributed as an expert for MEDEC, the IPCC downscaled at the Mediterranean Basin. So I was also coordinated lead author for resources, the chapter on resources, and especially on food systems. Our climate ambition is mostly for adaptation, but still mitigation is very important. We have just updated our indices in 2021, and we'd like to the indices to reduce mostly by 45.5% our total emissions by 2030. Just mean that reduced almost by half with all the climate mitigation options and policies and measures that are sought to be in the by 2030 by all the sectors across the country. For the agriculture and the forestry, Morocco has two important strategies. The one that we call green generation, which is for the agriculture. It goes from 2020 to 2030. It's new and launched in 2020. That's linked to agriculture. And we have also another very strong strategy devoted to forestry, which is also 2020-30. In those two strategies, there are adaptations, but also a lot of actions and measures that are linked to mitigation. For the agricultural sectors, we have several projects that are either in the unconditional or in the conditional scenarios, and they are linked to developing a lot of our agricultural sectors in terms of increasing the coverage on food crops, on olive crops, and so on, that are resilient, but also that help to sequester and to remove carbon from the atmosphere. We have also in Morocco very important action that we'd like to have 1 million hectares of conservation agriculture. And these are the systems that help to have a lot of carbon sequestration in the soil and help to mitigate the CO2 emissions. And also we have another important action, which is to increase our land and organic farming to 100,000 hectares, which is another issue for both mitigation but also to protection of our environment. So in the forest sectors, we are also having an ambition actions in order to develop our forest in the way develop sustainably, and also to increase the forest area by 600,000 hectares up to 2030, which can contribute a lot to carbon sequestration and mobility for the forest. You know, Morocco is special, has an argan ecosystem, and also which is very specific to the country, and also we are devote a lot of effort to develop our argan ecosystem in order to also to contribute both to have higher resilience, to reduce desertification, but also to contribute to carbon sequestration. In the country, we have also the carbon farming. So we are developing the concept of carbon farming in the country, which is also really linked to emission reduction or emission removal and we are advocating for carbon farming in the country in order to be able to have some farmers and foresters and pastoral specialists in order to get some feedbacks, money in their pocket through changing from conventional way of doing agriculture or doing any pasture management to new, modern and conservative actions through our strategies within the country.